Hey guys, welcome back. This year I'm at the Norweld booth D61, but we have a special build, and it's Cris with his F350.
F350.
You want to tell me about this truck a little bit?
Yeah, it's a 2019 Ford F350 Super Cab, 148-inch wheelbase. It's an SRW, a single rear wheel.
Yeah.
I ordered it because of the turning radius. The wheelbase is only about 9 inches longer than a four-door Tacoma.
Do you want to start at the front and just like work our way back?
Sure, we can.
Cool.
Okay, so the front of the rig, we have obviously a very beefy built bumper made by Trail Ready up here in Oregon. The construction is impeccable on it. It's built to withstand a lot. And when I put it on here, I realized that it not only added a functional amount to it, but a whole lot of safety in regards to if you strike an animal, if you have a mishap with a tree or something,
Yeah.
you're definitely going to give protection to the front of the truck.
Absolutely. It has Australian style written all over it, and it's big and beefy, and the bar work is like this 2.5, 3-inch bar, and it's just,
Yeah,
it's massive.
When I first did it, I went up and I'm like, the plate steel in there is just unbelievably strong.
Yeah.
Obviously, we run KCs on the top. We have flex arrows, and the new light, it's a slim light, and it's absolutely wonderful. Fits perfectly in the bumper. So when I ordered the truck, obviously 6.7 liter diesel.
Yeah.
I ordered a block heater because I live up in the mountains, and it's wonderful when it's 10 degrees out to come out and your car's warmed up.
Yep.
I was at the lights. We have the flex arrows, the slim lights, and the gravities on the front. And as we all know, KC makes a wonderful product. Their lights, the covers are interchangeable. These snap on and off. If you don't want ambers, you can run clear.
Nice.
On the winch is a Xeon Warren winch. It's a 12. It's got synthetic rope, and obviously the Ultra hook from Factor 55, which it's a great product. It's put together well.
Not only that, like shout out to Factor 55 because they do all the safety ratings on there. Like everything's like third-party tested. Plus they put the safety ratings on the device, so like that. Like to me, that's a big deal, right?
Yeah. Anyway, with us coming from a fire background and working in fire, having all that, the safety side of it is really important. I don't believe in putting anything on here that I wouldn't trust my life to, because that's what we do.
Exactly.
The antennas are made by a company called Alamosa here in the US. They're mounted on Axia alloy billeted mounts on the bumper.
Okay, cool.
This is a 2-meter or ham style radio, and this is GMRS from Rugged Radios, which we run inside. For fun, I put obviously a Ford Raptor style grill on there just because I like that thing. And the boys from Norweld really loved it when I had a Norweld plate made in California. I knew I had the market cornered there though, because it's the only one. So up on top, Max Trax Extreme, a regular pair of Max Trax. There's a hidden treasure up the little air horn project I'm working on, because I like air horns because I was a firefighter. And then 180 watt Redarc panel, which goes with all the Red Vision and the Redarc system, with 200 amp hours of lithium in there. Or 400, sorry. And with that said, we ran a fan yesterday here for the dogs. We cooked stuff in the Travel Buddy oven. We had made coffee with a Keurig K-Cup machine and everything else in the fridge. And between using it all day yesterday and then this morning, the fridge running all night, we were at 89%. And this is the first time I've had one that, I mean, literally you're like, how do you draw it down to a point where you're like, oh, I got to do something? But it'll sit here without the car ever starting forever, pretty much infinitely, and run what I need to. We got BFGoodrich tires on here. They're 37, 12, 50, 18.
Okay.
They're the mud trains, real good. And then I'm waiting for them. They're coming out. They have a HD tire now, which is a kind of a hybrid between the mud train and the all train. And as soon as they come out with the one that I can use on here, I'll put it on here, just because that tire will be a little smoother and not as noisy on the road or choppy on the road.
Okay. Those are the Icon rebounds, right?
Yeah, the Icon rebounds. Icon makes a great wheel. They're strong, but these are the HDs, and then a lot of people don't understand when you buy a truck and it's a heavy duty truck, you can put a wheel on there and the wheel might not be necessarily rated for what you're hauling. So people will put like a fifth wheel or stuff and have some wheel that isn't rated, and sometimes the wheel fails, and obviously we know what happens when that happens. You're gonna have a problem. But these are the HD, they're extra strong, heavy duty. We've added over the years of the suspension. It has about everything that Icon makes for these Super Duties. The suspension in it's a long travel kit.
Oh, okay.
Remote reservoirs.
Yeah, I saw the long arms on the front.
Yeah.
Yep.
Deaver made me a set of springs built specifically for the weight package that I have.
Oh, okay.
The stock springs were fine, but they're stiff. We give it a real stiff ride.
Yeah.
With all the added leaves that Deaver put in here, it keeps a lot of the swale back and forth.
Yeah.
And also gives you a lot more comfortable ride. And actually, you know, if we take and get a shot, did you shoot this? That's the new steering stabilizer they just came out with. Also on the roof, we have, you know, the KC lights. And this KC also makes the M-Rack. It has side lights on both sides, which lights up everything for a quarter mile on either side of the truck. And it's nice when you set up in the desert or set up where there's something that's, you know, you want to see terrain. You don't want to wake up in the dark and realize you're camping right next to a cliff. It's nice. Also, I run a WeBoost. The WeBoost mass is quite high, but I only use that when I'm stationary or somewhere I really need to use the cell phone. And then also on the roof of the Canopy, we have a Boss aluminum, or aluminium as the Aussies would say, a 270 awning, which is really nice. It's all made in country over there, all Australian products. And the beauty of it is that it gets you out of the sun.
Yeah, I noticed that it doesn't have any legs that come down either.
No, and it's pretty much, you can do chin-ups on it. It's about as strong as they come. So the tray here is a Norweld tray, and it is a deluxe tray. It's color matched to the truck, Oxford white, a Ford color. The sides are painted Oxford white to the truck, and it gives it a very, very factory look.
Yeah.
And it also makes it kind of flow through. Also, it keeps you from not having to polish aluminum. If a firefighter, we like to polish things,
right,
make it look perfect. The last tray I had, I polished all the welds because they were works of art, and this one I haven't got the time to do it yet. But yeah, so what we have in here is we have a Bushman fridge. It's nice. It keeps all your beer, water, food cold. Works flawlessly. Norweld has come out with this pantry in the last few years. This is a drop-down system, and it holds all your spices and everything.
Nice.
It can hold beverages, whatever you want up there, cups. It kind of keeps them stowed up out of the way, which I think is really good. I have two cooking options in here. I have a 2-burner true induction cooktop if I don't want to run gas, and I also have a cook partner if I decide to like cook bacon or something that's going to mess up the side of everything. I can cook it off to the side.
Oh, cool.
But we also, on this one, this is an option that Norweld sells. It's called a kitchen tray. Has a little sink in it that comes out with a drain. Okay. It's designed so you can set up with the water on the truck, it's about 15 gallons here.
Oh, okay.
They've come out with some different spigots. I've added a little feature on there so I can fill it up a little quicker.
Nice.
Pantry drawers. The pantry drawer is kind of nice. It folds all the way out. There's a map of Australia. I haven't got lost yet, so I haven't had to use it very much. So, yeah. Benchmade station, I can't say enough about this. That knife right there is absolutely a work of art. Yeah. They've come out with some really good products lately, but we keep all of our chopsticks, forks, everything in here. Kind of keeps them stowed away. This is a Travel Buddy oven. It's a 12 volt, it's a marine oven. We've heated burritos in there. We've cooked pork chops in there. There's a lot of people that literally make a pot roast in there with carrots and potatoes, and they cook it in there and it comes out tender. So anything you slow cook like in a crock, you can cook inside the oven. Yeah, it's all Redarc power management in here. It's all Red Vision. Everything that Norweld does, it's quite spectacular. Most of the wiring is in back of a panel in there. It not only protects it, but it also keeps everything up and out of the way. You're not hanging it up on stuff. And with the Redarc system, you can add just absolutely heaps of stuff to it. If you want to turn backup lights on, you can run it off your cell phone. It's all Bluetooth.
Yeah.
I can pull it up while I'm in the cab. A lot of people think they need to have a second screen up in the front. Well, you don't need it because it's Bluetooth. I can just use my phone.
Right.
It goes over to a 2,000 watt Redarc inverter, which we run everything on. It's more powerful. You can run a microwave or anything else that you want. It has plenty of power for it.
Okay. Do you know what manager you're running in there? Is it the 30 or is it like the new?
This is a 30. And like I said, the controller in it, and my thing is I started out when people used to just, start their truck to run stuff.
Yeah.
And it becomes more and more advanced the way everything works, but the thing of it is the functionality of it is just absolutely splendid. I mean, it truly is a work of art when you go in there and you don't have to worry about it. And that's my thing, is I don't want to have to fix anything, and I don't want to have anything break. So that's the main reason for it. So
looks like you have a ton of storage underneath with those compartments.
yeah, and so with this, and I'll take this off of here. These little tables they're clip-on, as they call them. If I don't rest it too much, oh, that's why I'm stuck in there. Okay, very simplistic. When I'm done with these, I actually store these inside the canopy, and there's little tie-down straps in there, ratchet straps for them.
Okay.
These compartments are double sealed. The only one that I didn't unlock this morning, but we can talk about the locking system. So the locking system in these is a double locking system. So if you're in an area that you need lots of security, the key here has a pin, and I always like to see this, so if I can show you, but you see how this pin works, that's what locks it. But that's when you think about it, it's pretty weak if somebody was to get a pry bar in here.
Yeah.
So, but if you're in an area that you need a little more security, you're traveling out in a remote area that somebody's going to mess with your truck.
Yeah.
They have this system here. These little rings pull out, and you can put a padlock in there. Nice. But when you pull that out, in the back of here, inside of this box, it goes all the way around like a horseshoe. You're not getting in here unless you destroy the whole cover to get in here. So it does that. Okay. Wow. I carried DeWalt cordless chainsaw. Being a saw guy, I got this saw and I thought, this isn't gonna work. And then I used it, and then you're like, okay, how much wood can I cut with it? And 3 wheelbarrow loads later, you're like, this is impressive. So it's a piece of camp kit that I highly recommend. And plus you can cut firewood and not wake up everybody in the neighborhood. But the doors are like a double seal. So this is a dust seal. It's on 3 sides of the door. And that's to keep like the dust from settling on top of it, and also keeping water from pelting it. And then you have the water seal. And these compartments literally won't get dirty inside. If there's dirt in here, it's most likely off of the saw, or when I open it up and maybe something falls off of the seal. Yeah. But I'm impressed with it. And you know how it is when we're working wildland fire, you drive down a silty road and all your gear, everything is covered with dirt. Yeah. It doesn't happen in this.
Oh, that's excellent.
And I carry a variety of things in here. I have recovery stuff. I have spare filters, a lot of little knickknacks that I would use out into the field. Yeah. Back here in the rear drawer, I carry some basic hand tools in there, shovel, rakes, that kind of stuff. Small tools, a couple of bags with gear in them, miscellaneous stuff. Factor 55 tug strap. Again, this is all water sealed, double sealed. Never get dirt in it. I mean, like I said, can't say enough about that. Other thing back here I have in the rear is a trail ready bumper. It's made specifically for a Norwell tray. They allow the option of putting the factory backup sensors in there. Okay. Because, and the reason being is that these sensors might activate because of the bumper being out a little further. So it gives you another option to adjust stuff. I actually don't carry a spare underneath, so I don't have a spare tire, so where the jack would go in there to lower the tire down, I put the backup camera. Oh, okay, cool. Very ingenious design for this carrier. You carry fuel in one or carry water. Well, the water jugs have a spigot in the side of them, and they've made the slot on the side come all the way down, so with the spigot on here, I can pick this up. Oh, okay. And because we don't, you're not taking this on and off all the time, with the water, you can just fill it and leave it here. You don't ever have to take it off. I lock one side and I bolt it, and it doesn't move around. It's never coming out of there. The ladder system it's a double lock on here. It doesn't rattle. It lifts up and pulls out and locks in place, and then you can climb right up. On this side we have the main drawer. It's a big drawer. We carry all of our a lot of gear in here because we are at a show. It does have some of our show material in here. Carry coffee, carry a thunder box. We have a Zodi shower up here, carry miscellaneous equipment, and the bins up on top hold a lot of our equipment for if we have food or have a kettle. We use a kettle with the inverter.
Okay.
ARB twin compressor. I got it because I knew I could air my tires up, but I thought I'd have to blow out the compartments to dust, and I haven't had to use it for that. And then the same thing with these compartments, just carrying equipment. I have air stuff in here, tire repair kits and so forth.
Okay.
A 1/2-inch impact, cordless impact, and up in here, same thing with the tools. It's been a really fun rig. I'm really looking forward to, after this, going down and camping on the beach.
Well, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this complete walkthrough of Chris's F350 build. Make sure to check him out at Ford_Overland on Instagram or on his business account at Norworld USA. I'm Austin Head with WolfPac-Outdoors. I'll holler you later.